Hi all, welcome back to our channel Indian TradeX. As you have all watched the part 1 video of Zero the Kite application guide. So today we are going to talk about the part 2 video. So in part 1 video we have explained the basic nomenclatures and the basic interface of the Kite app. So in the part 2 video we'll cover in depth in and out of the Kite application, how to buy, how to sell, how to manage orders, how to manage your portfolio, how to add funds, create GTD, everything in and out of the Kite application. So if you didn't watch the part 1 video yet, in the description box I have given the part 1 link. Go ahead and watch that first before going to the part 2 video. So let's jump in. Hi guys, in our part 1 video of this Kite application, so we explained about how to use that application and the basic interface. So in this part 2 video, we are going to cover in depth regarding how to do investment and how to buy a share, sell a share, and what are the pending orders, how to add funds, everything in details we are going to explain. So before doing any kind of investment, before doing any kind of trading, you need fund to invest, right? You need fund to trade, right? So that's why. So first, let's know how to adding a fund. Here you can see the profile panel. Click on the profile panel. Then here you can see something called funds. Let's click on funds. Once you click on funds, you can see there is something called equity as well as commodity. Now we are doing trading in the equity, so that's why we need to add fund in the equity sector. So here you can see there is something called add funds. You can see withdraw funds. Now we are adding the funds to this. You can see already I have some money added over there, but I want to show you, so I'll let's add fund also. Click on add funds. Let's say example I'm adding 10,000. Let's make it 1,000. I will add 1,000 rupees. Then it will take the money from your linked bank account. Automatically the bank account you linked, it will come automatically over there. And there are options. You can add money from UPI, Google Pay, net banking. So whichever option you want, you can add. Let's see, I will add through UPI. So now it's coming so many options which UPI I want to pay. Let's see, I will add through my VMAP, and it will automatically open, and it will take. Then you can keep a password. So let's see, now you need to confirm it. Okay. Then you can put a password again. So you can see money sent successfully. It will come like this. Then you can see it was something mine 25 something. Now it's coming 26,871. So mine fund got added. So once fund got added, now here later stage when you want to withdraw your money, you can see there is something called withdraw. If you click withdraw money, it will again you can withdraw how much amount you want from your trading like Demat account to your bank account. Let's see, now our fund got added. We'll do some basic operations. Let's see. Now let's see something called Bajaj Finance. Okay, Bajaj Finance is like from the watch list. I picked this here. They're mentioned buy as well as sell. So let's say we want to buy this share. Then this is how the interface looks like when you're buying or selling a share. So now the Bajaj Finance current price going on 2,411 rupees. Okay. Now let's say example I want to buy 2 quantity of Bajaj Finance. Then here the price mentioned automatically 2411.115 current price going on. Then the product is showing CNC as well as MIS. What do you mean of CNC and MIS? CNC means cash and carry. Cash and carry means it's a long-term investment or delivery. When you are buying a share and keeping it for like more time, like you can keep for 1 year, you can keep for 2 years, 4 years, n number of years you can keep. This is called CNC. That's cash and carry. There's something called MIS. MIS means margin intraday square off. Means when you are purchasing, you are doing any trading, you are buying a share or selling a share, and you need to exit the share within the same day itself. That is called MIS. Even though you are not exiting that share in the same day, so what it will happen? At the end of the trading hours at 3:50, it will get executed. Whatever the profit loss, it will book automatically. So the trading hour will be 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. So MIS we put it here means intraday, like margin intraday square off. So intraday trading we will do. So in the order here is showing market, limit, SL, SLM. What do you mean by these orders? Market means So when I put market, see in the price you can see 0.0. It means my share will get executed and I will buy the share at the market price. Whatever the market price that time, it will buy at that time. Example now, price is 2410 rupees. So while I click buy options, so if the market price will be 2409 rupees, it will get executed at the same price. That's why it's called market. Then there's something called limit. In the limit you can change the price. Now the price you can see 2412. Let's see, I want to purchase this at let's see 2390. When the share price will come to 2390, then my the share will get executed. That's why I put the limit. So limit you can change on which price you want to buy. So once it will get reach the price, your share will get executed. Then there is something called SL, means stop loss. So when you're purchasing a share, let's say example I am purchasing the share at 2400 and I am thinking, okay, let's say I'll make some profit. But meantime, I need to think about my loss also. So my loss should not go below some price. That's why here you can see in stop loss trigger price there. Let's see, I'll purchase at 2400 and I am putting my stop loss will be 2370. It means when the price will come below 2370, my loss will get booked. So it seems my stop loss is 2370, so I cannot bear loss more than that. So once it reaches 2370, my loss will be booked automatically in that price. Then there is something called SLM. SLM means stop loss market order. So here let's say example I purchased it, okay, I purchased price in some price and I'm putting SLM, stop loss market order. It means, let's say example I put my stop loss at 2370. So when it reaches nearby, stop loss market order means when it reaches nearby of that price, example 2369 or 2373, it will get triggered. It will get triggered means my loss will get booked in that price. So that's why it's called stop loss market order. So these are the basic orders we saw. Then we can go for variety. What are the varieties? We can see what we used to do. All we used to do is for regular. Then these are the regulars variety we did. Then there is something called BO. BO means bracket order. Bracket order means it clearly states that the trade will be happening within a bracket. So that's why you can see in bracket order there's something called stop loss, there's something called target. And this stop loss and target you can give in some specific amount. Let's say you purchase the Bajaj Finance share at 2400. You are thinking I can bear maximum 15 rupees of loss. So in that 15 rupees loss, if you are seeing, so you can put stop loss as 15 rupees. In the target you can put, let's say example you want to make 50 rupees of profit in the target. So it means in the BO bracket order you can trade in a bracket. The stop loss you can keep, let's say example you keep 15 rupees, so your loss should not be more than 15, and your target you want to achieve 50 rupees profit. So it seems when the price will reach 50 rupees plus, it will automatically book the profit. In case it's coming down and reaches 50 rupees less than the current price, it will book your loss also. That's why this is called bracket order. Then here's something called trailing stop loss. Just see here, this is the main point why we put trailing stop loss. Trailing stop loss, let's you put 1 rupee. It means, so now you purchase the Bajaj Finance share at 2400. That time you put the stop loss at 15 rupees and the target price is 50 rupees. So when you are putting trailing stop loss 1, means from the current price when you purchase, if the prices keep on increasing, when it will increase 1 rupee, then the stop loss again it will increase 1 rupee. So let's say you purchase the Bajaj Finance at 2400 and it reaches like 2401. When it's keep on increasing, a stop loss also will keep on increasing. Okay, 15 to it will become 16. So but in case if the price is coming down, then the stop loss will remain same and it will book the loss at the same price. That's why we put trailing stop loss. So then there is something called CO. CO means cover order. Cover order means it's a more safe trade, we feel. Reason is that when you buy or sell, when you do any kind of trading, in the cover order there is something called stop loss. With the stop loss, this share will not get executed. So let's see, I purchased the Bajaj Finance at, let's say 2400. I'll purchase. Stop loss I'll put 2360. It means I'll purchase the Bajaj Finance share at 2400, but if in case is coming down and in case my price become 2360, so what will happen? My stop loss will get triggered and I'll book that much loss. So my loss will be limited. I will not go on unlimited loss. That's how we put CO cover order. Then we'll talk about AMO. AMO means after market order. So the trading hours is 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. So if in case you are unable to do some trading in that hour and you want to buy or sell some share in the next day, and so what you can do, you can put AMO, after market order. It means like the trading hour is 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. but after 3:30 p.m. before 8:59 a.m. you can put any trade here. So example, let's say I put two quantity of Bajaj Finance on 24 let's see 2300 and I put AMO. AMO means next day, like if I'll put this after trading hours today, and next day if the Bajaj Finance price reach at that level 2300, then my trade will get executed. These are all kind of variety I show you. Then something called validity. In the validity you can see there is something called day and there is something called IOC. So here day means whatever we put the trading orders here, it will valid for a 1 day. So on the same day, if this price or this trigger will happen, then it will get executed. This is called day. There's something called IOC. IOC means immediate or cancelled. Let's say I put here 10 Bajaj Finance shares on this price. Let's say I want to purchase at 2400 and I put IOC. So let's say when I'm buying 10 share, let's say, so some sellers should be there when I'm purchasing or buying a share. Let's say five sellers are there and my in the 2400 and I got 5 shares on that price. Rest 5 no sellers there. So what will happen? Immediate or cancels means whatever the shares I am getting in that price, it will immediately execute that many shares only. It will not wait for the complete shares. Okay, and it will get executed. So here I can put disclose quantity also. Example, I want to purchase 10 quantity but I want to disclose only 5. So here I can mention that. Then I can do my trading. So these are the basics things while you are doing any intraday or changes. So we did everything on MIS. MIS means like intraday, same day the trade will happen. Now let's talk about CNC. CNC means cash and carry. When you are purchasing a share, when you are buying a share, keeping for long term for delivery, like you can keep for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, you can keep any number of years, and you can even though exit anytime. That's called CNC. Let's say we'll do some demo. Let's say I want to buy 2 shares of Bajaj Finance. Now the price is 2406. Let's say I want to buy at 2380. Okay, I put CNC and here I put limit. If I put market, it will purchase always on the market price. If I put limit, I want to purchase at 2380 and I put a limit of this, and variety I input regular. Okay, then I put variety of day here, sorry, validity is day. Okay, then I'm buying the share, sorry, disclose quantity. Okay, let's say I'm putting Axis Bank. Okay, so when I'm buying this Axis Bank share, let's say I keep on buy. While buying, I put CNC, I put the limit. Let's see, it's now 420. I want to buy it 400. Okay, so in that you can see varieties regular, and in the validity day, then you can put buy. So what you can see here, I purchased the Axis Bank share. So when you go to orders, you can see there is something called pending, there is something called executed, there is something called GTT. Pending means my order is still on pending stage. Okay, because I put the I want to buy Axis Bank 400, but the current price is going on, so you can see 419. So once it will reach 400, its share will get executed. That's why it's in pending stage. Let's see, we can do one more. Let's see a share called ITC. Okay, Now the ITC current price is okay. If you want to invest for long run, then no need to wait for kind of limit price and all. You can purchase at market price. Let's say I want to purchase 2 shares of ITC at the market price. If you are doing a CNC, means cash and carry, and I'm doing market price. So market price means it will execute at the market price itself. Then you can see regular, in the value you can put there. Then I'm putting buy. So what you see is showing completed. It means, see, in the pending showing my Axis Bank, because it's not triggered till now. I put on 400, but in the executed you can see my ITC share got executed, and you can see 2 shares I purchased at 199.40. It got completed. So once any share completed, then something called portfolio. In the portfolio you can see there is something called holdings, something called positions. In holdings, when you purchase any shares, when you invest in any share for long run in CNC, so you can see those shares in holdings. Positions means the same day what you did, like any buy or sell. Example, see the KPIT I had shares and I sold it at 62 today. So now the price went 62.10. So that's why it's showing 2 rupees loss. ITC, I purchased the 2 shares 199.40, but now the price is 190.30. So that's why it's showing 10 30 paisa loss. Okay. So every same day, what is the trade you will do in the position list, you can show the total profit and loss. Okay. Now we got all these things. Let's see now. So now let's talk about GTT. GTT means good till triggered. It means when you want to invest for some share for long term, but you want to buy little in low price, not now. You can create GTT. Let's create a GTT for SBI. Here you can see the current SBI price is 181.75. Here you can see create GTT. Okay. Now the current price is 181, but you want to buy the SBI when it reaches at 150. So here you can put buy, and here something called trigger type single, and the trigger price means on the which price you want to make the things activated. Okay, let's see at 160, and the actual price you want to buy at 150, and the quantity let's make it 10. So it means the trigger price 160 means the GTT, this trade, will get activated when the SBI price reach 160. But when it reach 150, the final trade will get executed. It means, let's say example, it reached 160, so your trigger, this GTT will get activated. But if it reach 152 and again it come up, then this trade will not get executed. So at 160 this trade or GTT will get activated. At 150 only it will get final executed. So after putting all this, you can click on I agree on the terms and condition. Then you can click create GTT. So you can see GTT placed. You can go to orders. In the orders there's something called GTT. So here you can see your GTT is activated. So you can see your SBI. I already earlier put one other GTT. Here second time again you can see GTT is activated. So here you can see the current price is 181, but the GTT trigger price, on the price which one it get activated 160. You can see 160 trigger price, and the final price you can see the price is 150. So when the price will reach 160, this GTT will get activated, but it will execute only if the rate reach 150. Okay, this is called buy. Let's do one more sell GTT. Let's see, same go for SBI. Let's see, click create GTT. There's something called sell. Click on sell. When you click sell, there is two options. One is single, one is OCO. Let's talk about for single. Sell means in your DMart, in your trading platform, whatever, there is some SBI share you already purchased. Okay, already you have some holdings of SBI. You want to sell it. So let's see, the current price is 181.60. So you want to sell when the price reaches 200. So in that case, what you need to do? Let's see, your trigger price you put 190, but you want to sell finally when it reaches at 200. Let's see, you want to sell, you have, let's say example 20 quantity or 30 quantity of SBI. Let's say you want to sell only 15 quantity in that price. So you are putting sell in the trigger type single. So current price is 181, but you want to sell when it reaches 200. The price is 200. So you put 190 is the trigger price. Once it will reach 190, your GTT, all this trade will get activated. Then but once it reaches 200, then only this will finally get executed and it will sell your quantity. You can click I agree, then you can click create GTT. Now let's talk about OCO. What do you mean by OCO? OCO means one cancels others. One cancels other means either one will get executed. So in this, when you are doing sell GTT, you can put OCO means one cancels others. In this, you can put your stop loss, even though you can put your target price. Now let's see the current price of SBI is 181. So but you want to sell when it reaches 200. So your target price is 200. When SBI reaches 200, you want to sell. So you put 190 is a trigger price. Once it reaches 190, the trade will get activated. Once it reaches 200, then it will get sell. Same time, if you want to put stop loss, you can put the stop loss too. So let's see, current price is going on 181, but in case if it is going 160, then it will get triggered for a stop loss. And let's see your stop loss it, you can put it kind of, let's say 150, and let's say 15 quantity. Okay, here also 15 quantity. Let me explain you again. So in GTT, when you're doing sell, already you have some shares in a DMart. You want to put OCO means one cancels other. Now current price of SBI going on some 182. So you want to sell when it reaches 200. Okay, 200 is the target price. So for that you put trigger price 190. So once it reach 190, this trade will get activated, and it will, once it reach 200, it will get executed finally. Same time you need to think about the stop loss. You put the stop loss of 160. It means if in case the share price falling down and reaches 160. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you liked this video and learned how to use Zerodha Kite application. So if you are a new user, want to open your Demat account, in the description box I have given the sign up link. You can go ahead and sign up by yourself. Moreover, in the description box I will give the Telegram, WhatsApp and our Instagram link. Please feel free to stay connected with us. Moreover, if you have any query, try to contact us or else give a comment below. Till then, keep learning, keep earning and stay safe. Thank you.